What's up? I want to share with you a dope Neville Goddard story that'll show you how to manifest anything. You know what I'm saying? I love this one. All right, here's a story. So Neville had this friend named Freedom Barry. This guy loved music. And there was this one time when Freedom's piano, which was his most precious possession, needed some repairs. So he sent it off to the factory. It was only like a $400 job. Anyway, when it was done, they told him to come and test it out first before they ship it back, just to make sure everything was good. Then he did. He tested it out, he approved it, and then they gave him a delivery date, which was Tuesday. He went home and waited. Tuesday came, no piano. Wednesday came, and still no piano. Finally, on Thursday, he called them up, and they're like, "We were gonna send it out, but there's a problem. The truck, which had the piano, and the driver have both disappeared. We can't find them." He called them up again the next day. Still no trace of the driver. At that point, Freedom started to panic. The thing is, he couldn't just replace it for $4,000 because it was only insured for $2,000. Plus, he had no income at the time. And since he was desperate, he called up Neville. He said to Neville, "You know, I teach this law," referring to assumption, "but I can't do this. If it were for someone else, I could, but I can't do it for myself right now. And the one person in this world I can turn to is you. Will you help me get my piano back?" Neville's like, "Thank you for your confidence," and hung up the phone. And then here's what Neville did next. Ready? He went into his bedroom and he got himself into a mood where he imagined hearing Freedom telling him that he got his piano back. But he didn't stop there. This next part's interesting. You see, every night between 8 and 10, there's this radio station called KFAC that plays around 2 to 3 hours of classical music. And that night, they were playing this beautiful piano concerto. And you know what Neville did? He imagined that it was Freedom on the radio playing it, not some famous pianist. And then right when it was about to end, he turned it off. He turned it off so he wouldn't hear who was actually playing. That was pretty slick. And then he put his hands, his imaginary hands, on Freedom's shoulder and thanked him for the joy he got from listening. And then he dropped it. He let it go. Check this out. 2 days later, around 4:30 in the morning, Freedom got his piano back. It was finally delivered. And later that morning, he called up Neville, saying the driver was found in San Luis Obispo and that he got arrested. Boom. Now, let me break down this method for you. Notice Neville didn't worry about the process, right? The how. He didn't even ask Freedom any questions. He just what? He went straight to the end. Remember? He just imagined Freedom already having his piano back. That's it. And so listen, the end is where you begin. The end is where you begin. That's the secret. Know what you want and don't worry about the how. Just go straight to the end. Create in your mind's eye a scene, any scene, that would imply that your wish is fulfilled. And then give your imagination all the sensory vividness, all the tones of reality that you can muster, like seeing, touching, tasting, smelling, and hearing. In other words, feel its reality and give thanks for it. Then just watch as you feel and give thanks for it before it shows up. That's when it does. You see that? Because you get what you believe. Yeah. All right, if you appreciate this message, hit that like and subscribe button and that bell to help support my channel. And if you're ready to live the life you really want, click the links below to learn more about Law of Assumption and Law of Attraction Mastery. I've got a special promo going on today for both of my courses, so grab it while you can. Like I always say, more's coming. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.